Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. Today I'm going to show you how to make a corsage, which will be ideal for a prom. So what we're going to use to start with are some of these flowers. Now I'm going to start by using two, and I'll cut the bottom parts off soon. So what you need to do is to get two, and I'm going to put them at a slight crisscross, and then I'm going to use some of this florist wire. Now you can use it the thick stuff or the thin stuff, whichever you find is kind of easier for you to work with. And we're just going to twine these two together, and that will form our base. Now don't worry too much, because we are going to bend these flowers up slightly so they won't stay kind of pointing outwards. Okay, so once you've done that, I'm going to bend the flowers just slightly so they're just standing up a little bit more. Just make sure that the heads are secure. Now at this stage, if you wanted to, you could cut off some of the excess stem, because we're not going to need all of that, and we are going to cut more of that off at a later date, but this just helps us to hold on to the piece here. So we're just going to set that down for 1 second, and I'm also going to show you how to make a little bow kind of detail with some ribbon. Okay, so we're going to make a little kind of loopy bow here with some thin ribbon. Now this is just 3mm thick, so what we're going to do to start with is to loop it over and grab it kind of there, and then we're just going to loop around and do quite a few and gather as you go. Now you can make the loop as tight or as loose as you would like. And then once you've done that, cut off the excess. I'll kind of go a little bit further down, and then we're going to get some wire, some of the thin wire, and wrap it around this middle section. Okay, and we're going to leave a little bit of wire there just to help us tie it on. And as we kind of pull this up, that is going to be the loops that we're going to attach at a later date into the corsage itself. So we'll just leave that to one side for now. Now I've also got some of these are diamante kind of branch twigs. I bought these from Dunelm. Incidentally, I bought the bouquet from Dunelm as well. These are quite cute because these can also go in hair if you wanted to match hair and tie it all in. You've just got like little picks, and I'll be able to kind of poke those through as well. So we've got those. Now there's different ways that you can actually tie it to your wrist. I have seen people use kind of circles of cardboard like this. You can cover it in felt if you want to, and stick it to some ribbon, and then that would kind of act as a base, and the ribbon can then tie around the wrist. Another way to do it is with a bracelet. This is a bangle which matches into the dress, and you can actually just tie that on like that, and you can see sort of the sparkle that goes around, and that's the method that we're going to use today. Okay, now so we're going to fasten this pick to the top. Now I'm going to leave it like that because I think it looks quite nice. We're going to put it so it sort of sits in the middle on the crisscross like that, but if I show you underneath, we've got like a bit of a T section. So what I'm going to do is to weave this in and out, and then I'm going to kind of cut off the stem. So once that's fastened on with this wire, it should hold. And if you find the wire's not that strong, then I can just move over and use this one. Okay, at this next stage, I'm going to add this little ribbon posy that we made, and also some of the gypsophilia. So I'm going to put these in the same time. So it's just a case of holding up against your flowers and just sort of seeing where you think they fit. So I'm going to put those in and use this wire to wrap and hold this gypsophilia in place. So I've tied that on now, and I've also left a longer piece of wire in case we need to fasten that onto the bracelet. Now these little picks here have got wire already on them, so all I'm going to do is to poke them down, just put a few in where I want them, and these will match Courtney's dress really well. So again, it's just a case of wrapping them round, and once you've done that, just trim off any extra of the stems. Right, so I've finished that part now, and what I'm going to do is the little parts of the stem, I'm just going to go around them with some of this florist tape just to hide the stems. Right, so now we're going to stick it onto the bracelet. Now, Courtney wants it so it kind of goes that way around. You can wear them sort of that way if you want, but she wants it that way. We are going to wrap it with the wire, but what I'm going to do in the first instance is put some hot glue onto the bracelet, and we're going to just let that set. And then once that's set, we'll wrap the wire around, and then we're just going to hold that on the top and just until it sets. Right, so the way I've positioned the wire, I don't actually trust the hot glue completely on there, so I'm just going to wrap the wire underneath just to give it a little bit of extra security. What you could also do as well is maybe put some ribbon round, that would hide any wire. Right, so what I'm going to do, just to hide a little bit of the wire, because I'm not going to put any ribbon on mine, I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue there and just put that leaf, stick that down a little bit, and then that will hide any wire or anything down the bottom. And I'm also going to do that at the front. I've just tested it on Courtney's wrist and it is absolutely fine, so I'm just going to stick that down there. There we go, so I've just popped it on so you can see. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you want to know how to make a buttonhole, then I've also done a video for that as well, and I will keep you updated with Courtney's prom. So I hope you're all okay, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, bye for now.